Well, I can say with 100% certainty that Lucille really enjoyed that mid-season finale. What about you? What's going on, people? Well, we just had our mid-season finale for Season 7 of The Walking Dead. No more Walking Dead until February. And the first half of the season pretty much looks like it was just building up to them finally deciding as a group, yeah, we probably need to take on this guy Negan. Now I'll start with what I liked about this episode. If you saw my video of 5 ways to improve The Walking Dead, you'll remember that one of my ways was to stop focusing entire episodes on minor character storylines. And I'll put the link to that video at the end of this video if you want to check that one out. Now they did that in this episode. They did what I want them to do. They focus on the main storyline, and if they want to shy away to talk about other characters, they go off for a couple of minutes and then they come back and they stick to the main storyline. They don't dedicate entire episodes to showing that Carol and Morgan aren't so sure about whether or not they want to fight the Saviors. I like that they did that. That made the episode better. We got to see what everybody was doing without focusing entire episodes on the characters that we start to really care less about. Now, speaking of characters that we're starting to care less about, Morgan and Carol, their storyline just sucks right now. I mean, it just plain sucks. They have never really given Morgan anything good to do. They have never really written him very well since he came back. I was waiting for so many seasons for that guy to come back because I loved him in that first initial episode, and I knew they kept hinting at him to come back, so eventually he's got to come back, right? And then as soon as he comes back, he doesn't want to kill anybody. He just keeps getting in the way. He just challenges authority. And at some point, it's like, dude, we've got to kill some people to get out of this situation. No, we can't kill the Saviors. We don't know if that's actually going to be the right way. All life is precious. Dude, fuck you. No, bullshit. And Carol, she was one of the greatest characters on this show who just came from a minor character that nobody cared about and slowly built into one of the best, deepest, and coolest characters on The Walking Dead. And they totally screwed that all up last season by giving her this just kind of jump to consciousness where she doesn't want to kill anybody, just like Morgan all of a sudden. She just gets hyperventilating and starts crying whenever she has to kill somebody, and now she's right there with Morgan just getting in the way. Their storyline sucks, so I'm glad we only had to see them a couple of times. Now, some other characters that really didn't get a whole lot to do this episode was Maggie and Sasha at the Hilltop, but I'm fine with the fact that we didn't get to see a whole lot of them. Basically, it just showed that Maggie is very popular in the community. The guy who is in charge of the Hilltop is not really the popular guy at the moment, and I think they're starting to lead into maybe her being the new leader of the Hilltop eventually. Now, as far as all the scenes with Negan, who's been my favorite character to watch this season, every episode that he is in, I'm glued to the TV. Every episode that he is not in, I fall asleep. That's the God's honest truth. I liked his little uncomfortable dinner scene. I liked his little pool game where he's going back and forth, and he's one of those leaders that knows how to call people on their bullshit. So when the little son of Alexandria came in and decided to do his little business pitch, it wasn't going over with Negan. Now, I don't think anybody was shocked with that death. That was a pretty grisly death, but I don't think anybody cares about that character. Nobody really is going to miss him. Now, all that being said, my main negative with this episode is I feel like they're really painting themselves into a corner by giving the major characters all this motivation to kill Negan. And they're cheapening Negan's presence, because in that first premiere episode, Negan just solidified that he will kill anybody at the drop of a dime. And that was kind of like a shocking moment, like, wow, they actually killed Glenn. Now, anybody can pretty much do anything to Negan, and he's not going to do anything about it. We had an episode where Carl just opened fire with a machine gun at Negan, killed 3 or 4 people, and Negan just takes him back and just takes him under his wing. And now we have an episode where Rosita tries to shoot him in the head, hits his prize bat Lucille, and she still gets to live. And then you've got Eugene over in the corner who can make bullets, and I understand he's going to want him to make bullets for the Saviors, but still, you have somebody who makes bullets that tried to aid Rosita to kill him, and he doesn't kill him. To me, they're just cheapening the effect that he had on that first episode, where he will take anybody out if you fuck with him, and now he's just kind of letting everybody get away with anything. All I can hope is that all the patience that we've been giving the first half of the season really pays off in the second half. I hope that it's a lot like the second half of last season, minus that horrible cliffhanger, where everything just gets ramped up to 11, there's tension, they're just attacking people left and right, and every single episode we're on the edge of our seat until the next week. The first half of this season did not do that at all, so I'm hoping the second half really brings it home. Otherwise, the ratings of this show are just going to keep going down. So to wrap all this up, guys, what I liked about this episode was that they finally shied away from dedicating an entire episode to minor storylines. They just took a few minutes here, took a few minutes there to balance the story, but focus on the characters that we want to focus on. But I feel like they're really getting ahead of themselves by just giving every main character on this show a reason to kill Negan, an attempt to kill Negan that they fail, and then Negan doesn't kill them. It just kind of, it cheapens the effect they had in that premiere episode that Negan will kill anybody that gets in his way. So what did you guys think of this mid-season finale? Did you enjoy this episode, or are you a little bit down on the first half of this season like a lot of people seem to be? Are you hoping for the next half of this season, or are you really just kind of done with this show? Put all your thoughts on this show, this season, and this episode down in the comment section below, and let's talk about it. Please like and share this video, and hit that subscribe button. That way you get to come back and see me next time. But if that's not soon enough to check out some more of my videos, you can check out a few more by clicking right over here.